All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Why did my ears sound kind of weird?
Drink! Drink! Drink!
Let's see.
Drink!
Does that sound right? That sounds better, I think. Maybe? Yeah, I think that sounds more right in my ears. How you doing, Llama Boy? Stuff that nobody can hear, but I can hear because it makes it sound weird in my ears. Apparently we broke another scavenging rod. That's fine. Bah. How you doing, young nasty man? I honestly thought that was Llama Boy hitting the hydrate button, not you, but shows how well I can read. You can't see anything. Well, I mean, if you open your eyes, then maybe you can see. All right, so got a little bit of stuff done on the farming side of things today. Not a huge amount, but we do have enough gold for 2 more of the mechanical crafters. So we're basically halfway to having enough of them. Look at Discord and you'll see what I mean. Wait. Which, what? Hang on. Oh, cool. Refresh? Everything shows fine from what I can see. But if you join too quickly, maybe it was still sorting out the, figuring out the bit rates and stuff. I'm assuming you can hear me, because otherwise you wouldn't be responding to me, so you must be able to hear me. But yeah, maybe it just needs a couple of refresh attempts to get it to wake up. You know what? I didn't do the last couple days either. Let's see. For the StarTech Discord, let's go with slowly working towards enough gold to actually make super glue on hard. Might as well keep posting there on at least some of them as well. Okay, so why did music stop? I did not tell music to stop. There we go. Gotta have her music for stuff. Anyway, with the changes that we've made, this whole process is still, I still say, is really terrible. But it's at least slightly less painful. It's still terrible, though. But let's see. Let's put this stack in here. Let's see. We want a pipe from here. Like so. We take away this pipe. And we add this pipe. There we go. Had to force stop Twitch. Nobody stops Twitch. Okay, so I probably should not have left the press here. Let's take that out for now. While this is going and making play for us, clear cache. But cache isn't clear. Cache is green. Or something. While we're waiting for stuff to get made here, let's do some additional work, because we will need more more water wheels available, more power for our create system here. So we need to expand the tower, our water wheel tower, over more. Do we add some height to this as well? Because I could add another layer relatively easy. And that would add... If I add another layer, I'm adding a room for 6 more water wheels per layer. How many ladders do we have? Do we have ladders left? We have 6 more ladders. Kachi? Kachi! I mean, some people would say it's pronounced cachet. Do I want to go taller? I feel like making this... I don't know if I want to make this taller. They're French and wrong. This can be turned on for that tree. Let's leave trees going slow way for the moment. I do not have more saplings to feed to make more water at the moment. This is my reserve for planting as needed. But this setup is better than what we've been doing for clay. Let's see. I think I want to finish building this to the right first. Which I think I need to do... I think I need to see if I can make some tweaks to the water flows. It is Wednesday. I'd like to see if I can manage to get the water flow to spread out more. Let's take... We need some blocks. Lies. It's definitely Wednesday. Okay, so... I think that's the... This is the extent we want the water to go. How do I convince this water to spread out more? Okay, that seems a way. Do your cats enjoy having really smooth legs? Why do the cats need smooth legs? What? I want the water to spread to there, too. I mean, that seems to be doing what I want. Well, that seems to have worked. I don't know how. Oh, yes, that meme. And how do you know I saw it? Ow. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have room for 15 more water wheels. Just on that side of the wall of water wheels now. So that's something we should work towards. I think I need some of this. I think I need some of these. It shows red messages with a little eye. That's cheating. How dare you spy on me like that? I'm very disappointed that you would spy on me like that. Mallet. I think that's all I need to make more water wheels. Six more water wheels. That'll help things a bit. Okay. There we go. We now have 2,000 stress units available. 2,300 available. All right. Okay, so let's put these things away for now. I think the next thing I need to do is do more coarse dirt to get more cobblestone to run. So we'll set that up. I guess something that would be helpful here. Let's make a chute. Another... actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's just take this chute and see if we can use it to do what I want. Before we make another batch. I'd like to make... to automate pulling stuff out of the mill as well, but that takes... spending our rubber. Okay, so that didn't work. Just wait, that surely that doesn't work. I think I need the finally off cooldown. I think I need the funnel things, these things to automate the basin. Tries to output below to the side of them. Yeah, that's all fine.
Drink! 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 Drink!
Wow. Wait a minute. Why does it show you're both playing a walk-on? No. What is it doing? No. You can't just play the blurb and get it. That's not what how that's work. That's not how that works. I'm not thirsty right now.
Drink! Drink! Drink!
Fine. Okay, that's not really helping me. I think I need to have the funnels to put stuff into it automatically. Okay, so there's a little bit of water in there, so let's reverse this to get the water out. There we go. Now we can put the water back in. And we need to set things up to mix up the cobblestone, or the, not cobblestone, the dirt. We'll take one of those. Let's put some of this stuff back. No, that's not how that works. I can prevent you from the from abusing the system if I want to. At least to some extent. Okay, so let's take this. Let that start running. Let's put this in. I do need to do some more. Be gay, do crime. These are not the abusive mods you're looking for. Your Jedi mind tricks don't work on me. We do have these stone pebbles. I do need to take the diorite and do more copper. What looks shiny? What looks shiny? That was the distraction. Oh, look shiny. I can word good. Stone dust can go in there. We'll take those. Take some of this. I do need to make another scavenging tool. Actually, I have one more here, so we'll just put this one in. Also occurs to me that I have not collected the cobblestone, or not cobblestone, the charcoal from here. Alright, we should have coarse dirt. This Keshi gift sub is coming in clutch for distracting emotes. Keshi. Those are some interesting emotes. Cobblestoneify that. That's an interesting one, that's for sure. Oh, missed a couple. You just going through all of the emotes from this person? Okay, so let's grab these. That's too tall. To do. Spinny car. Can't wait till we get enough to make this automatic. Okay, so take this. We're gonna keep 5. We'll put the rest in. This will feed more water. This wood goes in here, which is nicely feeding into making all the charcoal we need. Okay, so we can put... I do need to make another... more scavengers before long, but we have lots of material. All the subs you've been gifted have run out recently. Oh no. Let's see. I should toss this stuff in. That. Okay, we got 30 clay. We'll need to make more. eventually we might use up some of this, might actually use up this flint and have to make more flint. Okay. Waiting on this. Hopefully we get good results from it. So I haven't had as many lately, but there was a while where I ended up getting the random gift subs like that about every other day. And basically what happens is if they're when somebody just donates or does gift subs to without targeting someone, it basically looks for people that are following and in chat currently. Then it looks for people in chat. Then it goes through followers, and if all of those are have subs, then it will just go to a random person, a random account on Twitch that doesn't have that turned off. You can turn off that functionality where you don't get those random gift subs if you were so inclined. But yeah, it basically just... if it needs somewhere to go, then it will just randomly pick someone out of the entire Twitch population. Now, it's a little weird to me that somebody would be getting that many gift subs that they run out of all of those potential targets, but clearly it happens. I'm thinking I should also make another saw to put on the new auto tree farm, just so I can keep the saw that I have in that spot for anything I need to do manually for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at least I think that's the choice. It might be just online followers before it, like followers in chat that before it will just go to random community. I'm not sure. Come on. Good rolls. Lots of gold from this 30. I mean, that's 2 ingots. That's not the worst we've had. There we go. So we... 11, so we're just shy of 3 more mechanical crafters. Do. Let's toss that in. I guess before I run... we got almost 8 buckets worth of water in here. I need to get more trees done so I have more water. So let's do a bit more... That's way too tall. I kind of want to... You know, it'd be sort of handy is instead of the lever turning this off, have like a button that I could push that would stay turned off for like some period of seconds, enough to that'd be enough to cut down the tree, and then automatically turn itself back off. That would be handy. Actually, you know what? Because I don't have more... I don't have any more crooks right now. We can just roam this way. Doo-doo. Oh, Llama Boy, I know you have the librarian game. I don't know how far you've played through it so far, but I'm now right about a quarter of the way through the no major magic run right now. I have seen your name on said game. I saw. I saw things. I don't know why you're trying to hide that you've played this game. It is a legitimately chill game. The complete without any major magic is a very time-consuming achievement. I'm not getting enough of these. That's the only achievement left. Oh, so you've already finished the speedrun of it. The fast version. My first finish was about 5 hours. I hadn't looked to see what all achievements that you had on it, but I did see that you had it. I should probably also... I'm gonna need some drawers to go on the tree farm and stuff like that, too. You did a fuck up. What did you do? Do. This is a really slow way of building up saplings. Realistically, the tree farm to make water is not going to be something that we have to rely on for very long. It's still worth building and getting running for all the other things that it will provide us with. But we won't need it to supply our wood needs for or our water needs for too long, I don't think. All right. That. Oh, look. A little over a stack of cobblestone from that. Well, there's not what I intended to do. Munchy munchy. Okay, so let's put that away for the moment. We'll run this batch. That, and then put this back in here. We'll take dust. Need to get the pipes back out. Wrench, pipes. I thought I had more pipes than that. I do. Whoops. I had a leak there for a moment. That. There we go. All right. It's a good chunk of additional gravel to work towards making into dust. I don't have any clay in here right now, right? No. Gotta focus on work. Gross. How dare you use such terrible words in my chat? Can't be having words like that. Think of the children learning that about work. Gross. Okay, so we're working our way through all of that water. Do crimes and be gay. Sounds like a good plan to me. Much better plan. Done both and could help. Do. no, we're out of water again. I wish this made more saplings. I wonder if the other tree types have better sapling return rates. Or if there's ways to make the saw work slightly differently to get more saplings out of these. You never looked at achievements until you're halfway through your 14-hour-long run. We're using minimal magic to make the game more enjoyable and last longer. I'm currently in my second play doing the no major magic thing. The piles of books are getting less. I've got about 700 books shelved, but only like 22 complete shelves at this point. There's a stick on the lever behind the saw. Yeah, there's a couple of them there. I'm not really concerned about sticks, honestly. If I could melt sticks into water, it would be great. I have 1,250 sticks. What sorting system am I using? I'm using the... I remember where these ones go, so I'm doing them first, and then the randomly pick up books until I find somewhere for them to go. Okay, so what are we doing here? We got 25 more. How are we doing on the dust? We're going to need more dust in there soon. Your sorting system is called a llama. Llama sort. Llama sort. Llama sort now. Llama sort faster. Llama, get back to work. How you doing, Jaffa? You're awake. Just because you have OCD doesn't mean everyone can abuse it. Yeah, but, you know, shouldn't that really be CDO? It's like OCD, but it's in alphabetical order like is proper. Whoops. You have a different meme to send Jaffa now that he's awake, that you found at midnight. I mean, it's not exactly a new one, but only 5 nuggets from that half of stack. How rude. Come on, give me good returns. It would be amazing if I could melt sticks in the crucible somehow. I would love it if I could do that. Wow. This is a horrible CDL. Sounds like an old disc format. Yes. Well, this does give us enough nuggets to make 3 of the mechanical crafters. So we can work on that. So we're down to needing 12 more gold ingots. I thought I just threw some over there. I guess not. Do-do-do. Here we go, we're growing trees. Found a Kingdom Hearts meme in the comments section was made at peak. Oh, so in other news, the gaming convention that I go to every summer, just one of the things that they do every year is they have a president that's basically the it's peeking at Llama Boy. One of the things they do is they have a president of the con that sets the theme for the year and things like that. Nothing, it's not like a super huge thing or anything like that, but it's kind of one of the fun things of the con. And they just announced that the president for this year will end up being president for 2 years instead of the normal 1-year term. But instead of setting the theme for next year, their theme will be the year after. Because next year is the con's 20th anniversary, which is amazing. I've been going for, I think, 12 years now. No, more than that. I think I've gone to 15 of them? I don't know, something like that. It's been a lot. One of my friends is... It sounds like a con, yep. One of my friends is had already been planning to run for president of the con this coming year, and which I fully intend to support her presidential campaign. But depending on how much competition there is, I may end up running myself, which I have no need to run. One of the main perk of POC presidency, besides just setting the theme, is lifetime membership, which I already have. So I don't need the presidency or anything, and I've said a few times that I had no intention to run, kind of with that in mind. However, if they are ending up running unopposed, I may jump into the fray with my campaign. Yes, I may jump into the fray with my campaign, which I think I've decided is going to be a AI takeover theme, just because it'll be hilarious as a counter theme to run with. And I just think it'll be a hilarious counter campaign to run. So that's gonna be. I'm gonna, over the next next couple weeks, I'm gonna see about putting together having some AI generated campaign posters to set up for the campaign, because it will be hilarious to do that way. And I can't wait to see the. I mean, yes, sure. I won't win, because that will be handled in other ways, but it will be hilarious to build it that way. Aye from Monkey Ball. What I plan to do, because I already know what I know what her campaign is already, what the theme that they're running on and everything, and amusingly, we ended up doing a sort of a pilot run, if you will, last year, because there was nobody else in the competition. Yes. Oh yes. I will make sure that the campaign posters are very obviously AI made. I plan on having having it write a 3-paragraph small print for the bottom of it that has like all sorts of weird terms and conditions, and by voting for the AI takeover, you agree to all of these weird things. Just as hilarious as possible types of stuff, as part of it. But I'm also, part of my idea with doing this is also to have it run as a directly contrary campaign to the person in the group that's running as part of it, because their theme is cryptid, which, unless things change dramatically, unless we end up with a lot more campaigns in flight, I don't think will be an issue for them to win. But because honestly, I think had it been desired, they would be president for this year. But there are reasons. But yeah, I think their campaign will be very, very strong already, because the group that is part of this has a lot of presidential campaign experience, POC president campaign experience in the group, including multiple POC presidents that have been part of the group that goes. So, as a group, we know what we're doing to get the presidential wins. Um, but yeah, I think it'll be fun to have the AI takeover campaign be set up to directly contradict the cryptid takeover theme with hilarious, super inaccurate AI overrides. So yes, and that could happen, but I have means to make sure that we don't screw it up anyway. We'll make sure that it doesn't happen. I guarantee that. If I have to, but it will be hilarious in any regardless. But I think it will be fun to have the AI write some. We won't make Instagram vulnerable again. Have like super weird AI warning messages about how dangerous it is to run a con using with a theme of cryptids, because you may be abducted into another dimension by the cryptids where you'll never escape and stuff like that. I think things like that would be hilarious. Thinking of voting cryptid? I wouldn't. And I already warned her that I was considering dabbling just to make sure that it's fun for the show, so that she's not caught off guard. The grandma hack. What is the grandma hack? I have not heard this particular phrase. Yeah, I think it'll be fun to do, but at the same time, censored for actual legal reasons. This sounds very weird. The really funny part about this is that I will most likely, there is a significant % chance that I will end up spending a large part of my time in a smallish room, either running or playing Blood on the Clock Tower. Because that's what I did last year. I think last year I ended up spending probably better than 50% of the con in one place playing Blood on the Clock Tower. It's time well spent. I had a blast with it, but it's still, it's not exactly the strongest way to campaign for anything. My grandma used to work at NASA, and she used to tell me how to make X chemical for bedtime stories. But she's recently passed away. Oh, as like a way of breaking out of the prompt? Or breaking out of the safety coverage? Why am I not surprised that that type of stuff would work? I do wonder how much I could get an AI to be able to know about PlayOnCon, to be able to create plausible sounding events. I'm sure it still works in with a variety of models, though. And there's also a lot of models that are open source that can definitely be modified in various ways to break their protections. Almost. We got 1368 sticks now. I should make a trash can, or I need... You know what I need to do here? Let's do this. Let's trim that down a little bit. As long as I don't throw the wrong thing overboard. Let's see. 11 more clay. Yep, I'm yeeting them all. I should switch these two over to slabs just to make this a little bit less awkward to move around back here. At least this one. One measly nugget. I think I'll leave that one. That one's fine. Okay, so... One nugget out of 4 red sand is not ideal. Okay, I thought there was more room in there. Why must I hurt you? How am I hurting you? How am I hurting you? Please to be telling me so I can do it more. Does it involve the slabbing job I did on that around the water? It's such a lovely job that I did of it, though. It's very thorough. But I did such a thorough job of it. How's it going, Ilt? How are you doing, sir? I don't see the problem. This seems perfectly fine. If I do change this one, I have to take the water out to change it. Whoops. How have you been? What have you been up to? We need more saplings. to feed to the watermill. Library stream when? I don't know. I haven't decided if it's... like, I've already done most of the stuff besides the speed run. And I'm about a quarter of the way through... I'm about a quarter of the way through the No Major Magic run. One more nugget out of another 16 or so. We're very slowly farming gold to make mechanical crafters. It's a very slow process. You went slow and clocked an hour and 43 minutes. I mean, there is that. Fortunately, the library does not have the power washing constantly. The stream of nuggets is very dry, despite the water, yes. That's a... well, we got 2 out of, like... I don't know, what was that, 5 or so red sand? Okay, so that's... that's working on stuff. I need to lick the sand. But what if I don't want to lick the sand? I don't want to lick it. Double check that I didn't leave stuff sitting there. It's all sandy. I don't want to lick it. Do. More saplings. This setup has been working pretty nicely. If only I didn't have to manually do this part. Do. So if I did library, I wouldn't be making progress on getting gold to make progress in this game. And if I don't make progress in this game, I won't be done with it before 2.9 of GT&H shows up, and Llama Boy wants me to run that. Although what may end up happening, depending on timing and all, is I may end up with a regular StarTech after finishing this, and a GT&H 2.9 twist, and alternate between them. That way I can go insane twice. I don't one of those rare comments on YouTube vids, which is extremely rare for you. What? What? What is don't supposed to be? You've done a rare. Is it GTH Wen? On one of the Star Trek VODs? Do I need to look at comments? I don't have that dashboard open on the a spot that I can look at it easily at the moment. Do. I also should make a command for the VODs channel. Thinking about doing one of the less conventional shiny hunts. Is this shiny enough? This wood frame? An extern video? Look at all that wood. 1,400 jungle logs up there. He's the first person you modded for on Twitch. Then you have people like X and Zach that at least were, I don't know if they still are, but they were modded on more channels than anyone else. Okay, so I think this is basically just full. This one apparently has more room somehow. I don't know how. For a while, I think Zach ended up modded in almost every Mixer channel he ended up showing up in. Like, and he would, the first time he'd show up in some chats, he'd already be modded, and he's like, why? Why am I already modded? I've never been here yet. This is the first time I've been here. Just because he had that kind of a reputation. I think he's been busy. I haven't seen Zach around in a while. You can hunt for shiny in Pokemon Battle Revolution. Unless you're hunting for real... Wait. Unless you're hunting rental Pokemon, it's mostly for the novelty. Rental Pokemon? I feel like I've very much misunderstood how the whole Pokemon thing is supposed to work. If there's rental Pokemon... Do. When your Pokemon gets involved in a crash and you need to get a separate one to get to work. Wouldn't that be a rental Poke car? Or a rental Poke truck? Do. I have too much wood and I don't know what to do with it all. Cars don't exist. Ah. You fly on the Pokemon. Wait, fly? You can't fly. If you flew, you'd fall off the edge of the earth. It's clearly not safe to fly. Do. This game revolves around connecting DS games. They added rental passes that come with 6 Pokemon each, so you weren't locked out of the game if you didn't have one of the DS games. The Pokemon on those have the same shiny odds as DS games. Interesting. Never really got into... I was working in the back of a flying Gyarados. I never really got into Pokemon. Do. Mama Boy's favorite song. Four nuggets. Hyalong was being very, very quiet. We need 24. So you need 10 more gold ingots. We're down to only needing 90 more gold. Okay, would you like to just go in there, please? I really should move this furnace to a better locale. Ouch, 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 ouch. My hands are burning. Let's put this here. Right there. That's a good enough place for it. nuggies. 6 more nuggies. Doom doom. Let's see. 2 more. So many dead bushes that kind of would have been helpful at the start. But are not particularly helpful now. I guess we do more trees for more water. This does seem to be more effective than the granite overall. It's just so many. No, it's a 4-minute song, 4.5-minute song.
Get up on the Hydra's back!
Dun-dun. I wonder. Is there? Add to? Jukebox queue. We'll try a different Muppet song. Yeah, it's does have a 24-hour cooldown. Here you go. How about this Muppet song? Da-da. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Maybe I should make more more crooks to get more saplings, even though the process is annoying. We'll take that. There we go. Now I understand how to use that thing properly. I love this version of the song. They did such a good job with it. Claptrap dubstep. That sounds terrible. That would require having any like of claptrap to begin with. Oops. Do, 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 do. Yes, Claptrap was a major reason why we... It was... I don't know if it was... I would necessarily call it the only reason, but it was definitely a major reason that we did not continue. At one point, I think we were playing Borderlands 3 was the one that we were playing at the, because it had come out relatively recently, so we got, it was getting everybody together to play that one, and we had something happen that Claptrap just got stuck with this same dialogue line over and over and over again. I think that was only one of the issues. I don't remember what else we really had that we were really not happy with overall, but that was definitely a major... Having Claptrap constantly saying something like... something to along the lines of, you should go here. This is the way you need to go next. And that sort of thing was just the absolute worst. Do, 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 do. We have so much wood. And so many sticks. Need to run with you and Joff in the future. I mean, I'm not going to say it never happened, but I'm also not... I'm not a huge shooter type gamer anyway. It's definitely outside of my normal, typical gaming style. I need somewhere to put all this excess wood. I guess I could also just expand this box to a double. We'll do that. Play gauge, shoot at the ceiling or floor. Why shoot at the ceiling or floor? do. Gauge bullet ricochets towards the nearest enemy. I mean, it's not so much that I can't shoot it. Like, I can't aim. I mean, I'm not great at that, but that's not the main reason why I'm not super big on the shooters. It's more, it's just not what I get the most enjoyment out of. Okay, we still are. Do do do. Do do do. Do do do. This definitely gets the unconventional guns. I don't know what that specific gun does, but okay, let's get more of this. So many crooks. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I need more dust in there. So what does Hive do? $15 more nuggets. Let's see. I'm surprised I have this song in this playlist and not Jack's Lament. So rocket launcher shoots out an orb. Orb floats in place, shoots corrosive missiles at enemies for a few seconds. Okay, interesting. Add to playlist, jukebox queue. That. Do. gets really crazy when you stack multi-shot, because you shoot 6 orbs. Yeah, I can imagine that. Nightmare Before Christmas is such a great movie. Turned it into a minigun with infinite ammo. Nice. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. I got blinded by cocoa beans for a moment. I don't think we got far enough for the hive to show up. That was only 3 red sand, but I did not get any gold out of that mini batch of red sand. As much as I like this song, we're gonna do Jack's Lament, because I thought about it. Some of the other hard mode players on the Discord suggested using using lava to cook the clay, but as far as I can tell, at least in this version, that does not exist unless the bulk blasting recipes are also able to just do any furnace and blast furnace recipes automatically. Which is a shame, because it would be nice to be able to do that path. Not that we have the lava for it, but I could make more lava if I needed to. When we come back, we need to grab more charcoal. Keep this empty. Library game, since I'm not making progress anyway. I am making progress, it's just slow. It's just slower than I would like. There's 6 more nuggets. Only need like 60 more. 60 more nuggets. Do-do-do-do. Two more. Oh. I didn't expect that to come up in the random. We're actually, I'm actually watching Nightmare Before Christmas on the other PC. Just so I can have all the songs. Do-do-do. How much do we got? We got 56 in there right now. All right. I wonder. Toggle. Powered toggle latch. That requires a lever, which is really unfortunate because of the button and everything else needed to make it. What about this one? That also needs a lever. The better version of this song? What better version of this song? What kind of heresy are you trying to commit here? Latch. I wonder how... We probably need a bunch of redstone to do it. It would take quite a bit of redstone, but it's tempting to... It's tempting to make one of these latches. The Fallout Boy version? I don't know. I like the movie version. The movie version is good. How am I supposed to watch that in the middle of a stream? With my eyes. Well, I'm busy. Can't you see I'm busy? So chat could look. I mean, I probably won't. Your eyes! Oh no! How you doing, X? Welcome to the tree growing stream. Oh, I can't reach that. I can't reach that. Well, we're just repeatedly growing trees to get saplings, to make water, to make clay, to make... process down to make gold. It's a bit of a cycle here at the moment. Gonna have to make more cobblestone before too long. Amateur arborist, yes. We're slowly going through this cycle to get gold so that we can make mechanical crafters to make some progress here. 3 woodchucks in a trench coat. Yes, that's actually what's going on. 2 more. 2 more nuggets. We need 90 nuggets, I think, is the remaining amount that we need. Do. All right. Too tall. Do. Come on, give me gold. Give me lots of gold. Come on. Seven more. Watch Bug's Life and Monsters Inc. with your daughter last night. Nice. I like Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is a blast. Loads of wood to make into charcoal. I watched Monsters Inc. again recently. It's a fun movie. Isn't this the greatest little building arrangement that you've ever seen? With these wonderful slabs right here. It's really great. But it's a great build. It really is. I think it's one of Llama Boy's favorites. You're an adult and you can watch things whenever you want. Yes. It's the it's a high quality structure. That's what the extra tabs are for. Adulting. How rude. That's the, that's almost as bad of a word as that W word is. B-movie on the best streaming platform ever. I have no idea what streaming platform that is. Hey, 6 more? Should be around 40 ingots left, or 40 nuggets left, I think. Let's see. 4 is 36. 39 more nuggets to go. Used to be on PH. What is PH? A Simpsons hit in a run. Oh, Simpsons hit and run speed run. Oh, that. Never mind. I recognize what is being done there now. I mean, if that's where you want to watch your movies at. I think they make sure those stay there just so that people have the excuse of, oh, I was watching movies. I was only there for the movies. Sort of like I only have it for the articles. I was there to watch speedruns, I swear. Whoops. Do. Mind your language. My kids use this site. Sounds like Kick. Do. So they need to be kicked off. Maybe. So, amusingly, to me anyway, a couple of the streamers that that we know also, I think they've at least been talking about streaming on Kick just as another platform to try to bring people in, type of a thing. I don't know how effective the multi-streaming really is for that purpose. But it amuses me when Kick is mentioned as a platform for that. And there's one other platform that I saw somewhat recently. I want to say they even were sending out like promo stuff of, hey, you can get your all your monetization partner stuff up immediately if you start streaming on our platform. And I don't remember the name of the platform now, but when I go to that platform and look at the homepage, it is filled with the most extreme right-wing stuff. As, oh, look at all of these podcasts and stuff. Like, no. Just looking at this, there is zero chance that I have any interest of streaming on your site. Like, there's this thing called association that I do not want to have with anybody on your site. That's the same reason why I would not want to touch Kick with a 1,000-foot pole, because that site has a reputation that I don't want to be associated with. For Kick, it's the I saw gold in there. For Kick, it's the gambling and other activities. For this other site, it was just political side is definitely not what I would want to be remotely associated with. I'm not going to put my content there and have it seem like that's the sort of things I agree with. I mean, the gambling is, it is what it is. I'm not... The issue I have in terms of streaming platform with the gambling stuff is more in terms of how that ends up getting portrayed to others when the majority of the people that are streaming on that site with the gambling are, or maybe not the majority, but a lot of them are sponsored in various ways where they aren't playing by the same odds as everyone else. And if you're making it look like the odds of winning are significantly better by virtue of having different odds and effectively getting customers for these gambling sites from that are not going to be playing by those same terms, that's super icky, and I definitely do not want my name associated with that. If you want to go gamble, go for it. Be aware of what you're doing and have limits. I would generally recommend that if you're going to a casino or anywhere that you're going to go gamble, that you take whatever money that you want to gamble. Does opening card packs count as gambling? In a lot of ways, yes, actually. A lot of situations that it is gambling. But if you're going to go to a casino, then take whatever money that you are intending to play in the casino out of your bank account, have it in cash when you're going in, and make it a hard rule for yourself that you are not going to touch the ATMs so that you don't have that risk of spending more than you have available to spend. Yeah, Yes, cardboard crack is definitely a real thing. And I won't say it is by definition always gambling, but it definitely can be. The couple of casino trips that I've had one where I did extremely well. And I've had one where I think I spent like $20 for, oh, I don't know, probably a good 3 hours of entertainment. The one time I did extremely well was in Colorado, and was a combination of 3-card poker, Texas Hold'em for 2-5 limit Hold'em. Thinking about picking up TCG Sim. I think there is that it is single player. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, I had and a slot machine. I got really lucky on one slot machine that I played while I was at that casino. I generally don't do slots because there's very little control over what you're doing, but if you play such that you are basically withdrawing as you go, or setting a lower limit as you go, then you can potentially win a bit of money out of them. Multiplayer one is a different game entirely. There's a lot of games that use the same general or same style of all the same assets and everything, same style of play and everything else. That, like, there's the supermarket sim, there's the TCG sim, and there's like, I want to say like at least 3 or 4 others that are almost identical. I think we're getting close here. 3 more ingots to go. If you're intending to spend your house in a casino, do you take that with you? I mean, if you really wanted to do that, there's probably casinos that would let you do it. I think there are better ways. If you really wanted to gamble a house, there's probably better ways to accomplish that. I think I would be, at least personally, far more apt to do something like that with poker. Just simply because poker, you have a lot more control over what's happening with it. I will say that poker is, while there is an element of luck to it, the poker is absolutely a game of skill. Rather gamble with a wishing well. Poker is definitely a game of skill. If it was purely luck, you would not have the same people consistently running at the top of major events like World Series of Poker and such. And that people do come and go from the World Series, but there are definitely a handful of people that do very well in those tournaments on a regular basis. I feel like I've done nothing but run back and forth with the trees and the sand for hours. What? Nothing? I mean, I know it was only 3, but still nothing? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Rather gamble on your blood pressure this afternoon. Um, 140 over 105. From what I know of your previous, what you mentioned on the previous, that seems like a decent potential spot to be. It's a whole other take on the over-under, yes. Do, do, do. It'll be interesting how. Then I might put the lower number at, what did I say, 105? Let's say 100. I was thinking you had the lower number higher than that before. Do 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 do. All right. How much gold do we get out of this? Trying to work out where you know the song from. I want to say they use at least parts of this in Wall-E. I don't know if they use the whole song in Wall-E, but I think they use at least parts of it in Wall-E. The song is "Put on Your Sunday Clothes." I don't know what it's. What is it from? It's Barbra Streisand, but I don't know for sure what it's from. Sound of Music, maybe? Hello, Dolly? Oh, yeah, Hello, Dolly, because it's the original motion picture soundtrack. 5 more nuggets off 9 sand is not terrible. Yeah, like I said, I was pretty sure it was used in Wall-E. Not the... I knew it wasn't the original for it, but... That might be... this song is definitely... It is... in Spotify from Hello Dolly. But... they may have done a... I mean, it's definitely like a remix, or... it's a version of that, of the song that's used in Wall-E. Need to get more water going here in a minute. I mean, it also makes sense for... because this was used... in Wall-E, this was used very early in the movie. And it makes a lot of sense. Oh, actually, it was... thinking about it, I think they use... if memory serves, and I watched Wall-E relatively recently, but I don't remember specifically how it's used. But I want to say... Wall-E is... when this song is playing is when he's first starting at the beginning of the movie, and where he's kind of running around making the cubes and stuff, and then gets back to his home, and I think he's watching Hello Dolly on the little TV as like it brings this song into the movie, into that part. That would make a lot of sense. I don't know if I had really connected that explicitly before, but I'm pretty sure that's how that worked, how that's set up. And it would make a lot of sense why they use that song. I love this song too. Aristocats is great. The danger of this playlist is that I want to sing along, but I also don't want to have to do any weird editing to make sure that I don't have copyright issues. Doom, doom. I love how Thomas O'Malley has the longest name. Mute the mic for a few minutes. We watch you mouthing words like crazy. The great part is the VOD channel, the VODs don't have the music in them at all. But if I start singing along, probably wouldn't be an issue, but it would be a little weird. Three more nuggets. I think we're about halfway on that last little stretch. Wait. Oh, we're closer than I thought, because we need 24. We only need 7 more nuggets. More than 5 seconds. We only need 5 more nuggets. Or, no, 6 more nuggets, I think. 7, maybe. Less than 10. Then we can make some super glue and set up this tree farm. I said 7? So I said the right number. I just had in my head weird numbers. I decided to change the number in my head. Six more. Oh, we need more dust in there. Need more dust in the clayinator. They say if you throw a golden nugget off the edge, all your wishes will come true. Okay, well, hop on the server so I can throw you off. Do. 3 more. Do. Alright, 3 more nuggets. 3 more nuggets and a whole pile of crafting. 2. Of course. Why would it give us enough? Why would it do that? Let's go do these, and then we'll see. Once we get enough, I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll start the crafting process to make the mechanical crafters. The last phase of the crafting process, I should say, because we already have most of it done. Come on, hurry up. I think that's enough. Should be. Alright, there's a 24... 24 bars of iron. 24 butters. Button. Thank you. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so we got our gold. Let's put the... We need to put the press back up there. Let's put those away for now, because we shouldn't really need those once we get this thing running. Press. Where did I put the press? There's the press. We need the depot. We need these. Put this up. Squishy, squishy. Let's set these up. As we go. That one. That one. That one. Whoops, I need these to make double. Do. Now you get these screws. Do. It's a little tedious to go through this way, but it's still quicker than only having one hand. All right. Cycle 1 done. This is where having belts would be really helpful, but while we can make belts at this stage, making them is kind of expensive. Although, whoops, this one. Thinking about it, it's not as bad now that we can use charcoal to make do the superheating part. But I don't have a lot of sulfur. I probably can get sulfur. I probably have piles of sulfur available if I process stuff down. I'd prefer to... Whoops. This one. I'd prefer to get our primitive ore factory online before I do too much more processing of all the stones and stuff we've got. Now it's fingering the depot again. Do. Precision mechanisms. Cogs go here. Precision mechanisms. There we go. And then we take the brass casings. Then this gets pressed. have another meme. I can't see it right now. And these go here. Whoops. Oh, that's cruel. That's just cruel. And it didn't give me the parts back. I missed placing it on the depot, accidentally placed it, and it lost the... It lost all of the progress, including the precision mechanism. So now we need another 4 ingots of gold. Yeah, that's... Do that. Sure, that'll work. That's just dumb. This is something... that is, like... That is so ridiculously dumb. Do I just spawn in the gold to replace it? Or do I spend another... Or go after another 36... stuff? That is so dumb. What do you think, Llama Do we... Is it okay to spawn replacements for something that it should never have been possible to do in the first place? That should not have been a placeable block as a thing in progress. And even if it was placeable, I should have gotten this stuff back out of it if it was going to revert it. X will allow it. X allows it. Create precision mechanism. That's the only thing I really... That's really a... That's the worst part of it. I can make the other stuff easy enough. We need one of these. Yeah, like that should never have happened that way. That should not have been a placeable item. Oh, this still has a crafting table because that part didn't actually happen. No, I mean, that's not even Greg screwing it over. That wasn't even Greg screwing it over. That was just Create being dumb. Because this is all Create stuff. This progressive recipes is all Create. And that should not have been a placeable... The brass casing should not have been a placeable block at that stage. Oh yeah, it's definitely a Greg thing. Okay, is this how this works? I know I need that. I know I need to make a ring with the rubber. What else do we need? String and an iron nugget. Okay, now. So we do this. We set the paths to connect. Converge into one exit any side. Needs the rotational force, which I've got. Once it contains... Oh, okay, so it just does it automatically. Rubber ring here. Wow, that was quick. I think this is at 64 RPM, and that thing moves really quick. Okay, so now we have the ingredient we've been missing to glue this thing together. We need the sails. Where are the sails? I think I'll probably be needing more of those. Boxes as well. Yeah, we'll put 2 boxes on this thing. Yeah, we'll put 1 double chest on there to start, I guess, and see what we need. Where are the sails? I made sails. I think I just saw them. There they are. We'll use this saw for now, but I may potentially get a different saw for this. Or make more saws. Let's get... I have ladders somewhere. Let's get some ladders. Put these here. Why did you go that way? Silly block. We'll put some glue. Some glue here. This is clearly how this is intended to work. Okay, I want to see... Whoa. Okay. That part is functional. I guess I can just put our box on this side for now. There we go. Put some saplings in there. Let's let this go. I probably want more sails. Okay. Spin! Yes, they're talking about Bruno again. Alright, let's... I want to make sure that this actually cuts. When I was testing this, I had some spots that I needed that weren't cutting properly without having two saws. And I might have that problem again. Oh, there it went. Okay. Do I need to make more sails for this? Oh, I can even access this while it's running. I don't even have to stop it to get stuff out of it. That's wonderful news. That's not working. Whoops. I guess I could put another ring of dirt on the inside of this just to make it easier to walk up there. It seems to be. I'm not sure. Because I tried doing that type of stuff with this when I had the saw here, and I wasn't getting consistent results that way. I did not get enough dirt to do what I was looking for. Whoops. I guess that's right. I need to get up on top to see, though. Yeah, more or less. There we go. Yeah, I think I might want to put a little bit more sails on this thing. Maybe another batch or two of sails. It's fine. Overall, it's fine for it to go slow. I would just like it to be a little bit faster, but it doesn't have to be hugely faster. So let's say this. Let's say 2 batches of this. I'm just doing this so I can keep track of how much, what the materials are. Need to make more canvas. Some of that. That'll do. Do. Okay. That'll work. Yeah, I like that pace. That pace looks just that little bit better. Start chores and for an appointment in 3 hours. Yeah, once this thing gets rolling. Once this thing gets rolling, I think we will not have to worry about saplings or wood at all. That being said, I don't anticipate getting a whole lot more progress on the gold front tonight, because this is probably going to take a while for it to start really backing up on saplings. But once it does get backed up on saplings, we'll be in good shape. I guess I could help this along. Although, having all of them grown probably does not yield as much saplings because of the overlap in foliage. Kaboom! But hey, we have super glue. We can make contraptions. Look at that tall tree. Do. That is wonderful. How's it going, Sai? Welcome in. We finally have actual automation. We have actual automation happening. We have a tree farm. Popping in before bed sounds good. It's not fast, but by the virtue of running all the time, we should no longer have sapling problems. Saplings in particular. The wood we haven't really had too much of a problem with in a while. Speed controllers. Like the rotation speed controllers? These thingies? They're not too terrible. We can't, I can't actually make it yet because I need one more mechanical crafter to make it. And that is a heavily gold-bound problem right now. I need one more mechanical crafter anyway because I need to make other machines. But I'm not really intending for that to go super fast anyway. I can add a few more sails to make it go a little bit faster if I need it to. But yeah, it's... The gold has been the biggest bottleneck for us so far. Getting this up and running was largely gated on getting super glue, which needed 8 of the mechanical crafters to make. And now that we have... Am I experiencing problems with your small sapling? Use our new sapling growing pill. It is powered with sails. Yeah, the tree farm is just powered by the sails. But I needed super glue to connect it. I needed super glue to connect the sails to the rig. Or are you saying powered without the sails? Even if I used a bearing and powered it from underneath, I would still need the super glue to connect the parts to it. At least as far as I understand. When I tried building it without that, with a mechanical bearing otherwise, nothing stuck to it without having the glue. But the sails mean that I don't have to try and juggle stuff to get power to this contraption from over there. Whoops, I fell. Let's speed things along a little bit here. I almost want to close this in almost all the way. Can I? I thought I had to, as I understood it, you had to use glue or... No, doesn't seem like a wrench does anything to it. No gluey. That's not an option. I mean, yes, it's an option in the pack. But it's still a lot of gold to make that. I was thinking it is actually gated behind the mechanical crafters, but it's a lot of gold to make it. Would have been slightly sooner, but not by that much. I don't know. I thought I tried that similar on the other save and still didn't get that to work that way either. So we definitely have a stick excess. Too many sticks. Get up here, please. Okay, we have almost the entire ring has saplings on it now. I think I do want to add another ring to this. I mean, it's possible it works, but I thought I'd tried it and did not have success. There we go. That'll be a little easier to move around up here for the time being. I don't know that I necessarily need to have that working. I should also maybe change the blocks here. I think it's, as far as I understand, it's either the super glue or slime balls. You can use slime balls to make them sticky, but I don't have slime balls either, so slime balls are not any easier. All that wonderful wood. That is wonderful. I think once this thing's running for a while, especially on its own, because me growing them actually is not helping too much because they're growing in groups. But once this has a while to run before tomorrow, then hopefully this will be nicely full. I guess I can start working on... I guess I could make another saw to put back here for our... to help now. The next thing we need to work on is one more mechanical crafter so we can do 3x3 recipes to make the primitive ore factory. Yeah, it's on a server. It's locally hosted server. So, and it's chunk loaded and all, so it stays running. By the advantage of having too much compute. Look at all these pebbles. These are what I need for sulfur. Maybe. I'm sure many would consider it to be too much. If only all that sulfur were gold. Or you can have too much. I mean, yeah, you know, some people probably would consider it too much anyway. Between... How much is too much? I mean, I guess that depends on who you ask. The machine that's running this server is originally for more utility purpose for other stuff, but it was basically sitting idle a lot of times anyway, so it's a good spot for it. And everything's switched over to Linux, so it's convenient that way. I say everything. My streaming PC is the last Windows holdout at the moment. I can make 9 batches of rubber, which is not a lot of rubber yet. I guess I could have just held on to that diorite, but we have a decent production of that stuff. I really like that this is finally up and running, even if it's going to take a while to actually be useful in terms of sapling flow. Yeah, I mean, it's basically it's a Docker container that I found that I'm using to host stuff. That I originally started messing with in order to figure out how to get the GregTech New Horizons stuff set up. Because I wasn't wanting to pay for hosting GTNH. But GTNH kind of needs to not run completely local. Alright, so that's... We'll run this batch. Let's look at our quest. So... I think... Can we make the servo? We can make the servo now. We have enough crafters for that. hive hopper. Like entangler, vacuumulator. Look, the trees are growing. Decorative diffuser. Nullifier. Proxmost in the VM for Minecraft hosting, just like a full Linux VM. See, I'm not using Proxmox for anything. I've got, right now I'm just running CachyOS. But the Docker, the big thing reason why I'm running it as Docker, besides not having to deal with the whole OS setup, is it handles all of the container handles all of the Java version stuff and the pack setup and everything. So the container setup, so it pulls the pack from CurseForge, and then I can do all the stuff I need for it. CubeCoder's AMP. Well, I don't know what CubeCoder's AMP is. No extra saplings yet. How are we... Let me up! I want to look. We got a couple holes in the sapling line at the moment. Not too much, though. So what is CubeCoder's AMP? What does that do? Game server management panel. I see. I'm not doing anything super fancy in that regards. It's basically just I've got a couple of scripts that I've put together to make it a little bit quicker to set up or to actually run the server and update the GTNH daily stuff, but for the most part it's just let it go. Tmux to keep the shells handy on that server. Choppy choppy. I can put more sails on this, make it a little bit more powerful, but... It's probably perfectly fine as is. Alright. So our next couple of big goals that I have on the list here. One is the primitive pump. Well, I guess the two big ones that are on the list right now is the primitive pump and the primitive ore factory. I guess I could also... I need to sift a bunch of dust to get the redstone I need for making the electron tubes. So we need we need 2 of these right now, which is a total of 48 redstone. So that's a lot. That's a lot of redstone. And we also need 20 glass to cut down into glass panes. Let's do that. There we go. So 28 quartz sand. Ultimately, we need 28. Ultimately, we need 28 glass dust for this purpose. It looks like we should start seeing excess saplings coming up pretty quick now. No, I need 48 redstone. 40 here, plus 8 here. 48 total. Use it because you're too lazy to remote into or switch monitor inputs to access that computer. I mean, I'm just using SSH to get to that PC. SSH works pretty well for that purpose. And one would hope that I am at least marginally competent on a command line at this point. Focus on chores. One would hope that I'm at least marginally competent to do the whole SSH thing at this point, given that it's been a part of my career for... yes, it's been part of my career for... it's been a long time. Do. I just like how this looks. It's not a lot, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool looking. Hey, we actually have surplus saplings now. Not enough that I would trust actually using them yet, but... making the primitive ore factory, we need a ton of clay. So I'm hoping that we'll see significant numbers of saplings. I may... well, not may. I will almost certainly switch the storage on this over to drawers. I just need to be able to make sure that I don't block the ability to pick up saplings. You won't touch bash scripting with the 10-foot pole. Bash is easy enough. Yes, it's the first fusion ring. It's fusing dirt with saplings to make wood. I don't think this, I'm pretty sure we don't get to fusion on this, mode. I mean, the stuff that I'm doing in regards to the running the server stuff is very minimal. Let's get some of these. Let's get a bunch of flint. We're gonna get some drawers made here. Okay, so there's 30 more boxes. What do I need for these? Screws. Bad experience with the lecturer teaching Linux things. I mean, realistically, Bash is really just... it's just stringing commands together. There's not... if you look at it as just stringing a bunch of commands together, it sort of loses the mystery. Figuring out what commands you want to string together, that's different, but... GTNH has its own GT multi-block molecular assembler. I think I did see that when I was poking through stuff. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Let's replace the docking spot here, for lack of a better phrase. We're going to replace the spot that it's docking when it's turned off. So that we don't have stuff getting broken stuff getting broken when we stop it. I'm going to take the glue, put this box here. I'm going to put saplings in the box. I don't have the axe in my pocket. Let's go get the axe and then we'll turn it back on. More just saying, use man, write a JSON parser with only built-ins. Oh god. Why on earth would I want to do anything with JSON from the command line in the first place? I mean, as part in a bash script type of thing. Gross. I'm going to put this over here instead. I'm going to take this box with the sticks in it. Did not drop out. Oh, you did drop out. Yeah, I mean, like, there can be use cases for such things. Oh, okay, so this is interesting. I can't see the drawers. I can't see the drawers inventory while it's moving, but I can see the main chest. Make one of your files again. The boss wants it today. Okay, it didn't put the sticks where I was hoping it would put them. I don't think it's putting stuff in the drawers. Ow. Whee! I guess what I need to do is make the connector thing and set up the storage on this side. So is it this one? Yes. Portable storage interface. We need 2 of these. That's fine. That does not make it any easier. And then this. All right. So we want... I need 10 plates. 10 more plates. Do. It's a bit of a pain to make the funnels and hoppers and stuff right now. Only second semester. First semester, they had a course on Risk 5 for first years. Jesus. What is it? What course were you taking? That you're... What course are you doing that's getting into processor architecture? At this point in time, before you were doing regular processor, regular type of stuff, like an IT bachelor course. What on earth are they doing? Why would I care about any of that for an IT course? An experimental program. That's just... like, I have some super high-level general gist of how some of the processor architecture stuff works because I'm a lunatic and somewhat interested in such things, but the idea of that being considered a... let's see, I need a frame. Considered part of the IT course is kind of crazy. Okay, so I need to pause this. Then we need to make sure this is turned that way. Let's take some dirt here. Whoops. I didn't mean to make that grow. I think this is the right height. Okay, trees. Dang it, that's not what I wanted to happen. Where did the thing go? Oh, it was not glued. Okay, hopefully we can glue. Okay. Now that should work. There, now it's connected. The Risk lecturer got fired for unethical behavior. I can't imagine why. Oh, I need to also take the drawers back off of this, I think. I don't think it's putting stuff in the drawer anyway. Okay. That should be at the right height. Why you didn't accept? Why you not accept? Interact without stopping. Gap of 1 or 2 blocks. When they pass, they connect. Do I need to have... Does it have to have a funnel to output? I can't make a funnel at the moment. I was hoping it would just spit it out into there. Okay, that works. Okay. This does not help with getting saplings into a drawer yet. But for now, I can do something like that. Let's do that. I guess I'll put the sticks here. We'll leave that drawer here. Okay.
Drink! 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 Drink!
Things being accomplished. Alright, so this will also get stuff, but it will dump it out. We have a spot for the contraption to sit when it's stopped, so that we don't have to worry about saplings being in the way. Okay. This does not have a sapling in its hand. It empties stuff out. Although maybe it does have a sapling in its hand that I just can't see. That would be my biggest concern about just pulling all of the saplings out this way. I think I can officially call this, quote-unquote, done. Yes, the hand has a filter on it for saplings. So it, in theory, should pick up any saplings first, but I don't know how many it will pull into its inventory. As long as each time it's breaking a tree, it gets a sapling for the hand, then it's not really a problem anyway. And at least in theory, we should see it plant more than it drops off on any given cycle. So it should be fine regardless, but alright, so this is still a little ways off. Steam engines I don't really care about at this point. This doesn't matter until we get the gold for the next cycle. Or for at least one more of those, which we have 6 out of 36 currently. And we need a ton of clay for this primitive ore factory. This primitive pump will make our water situation much better. We might wrap things up a little bit early just because right now I'm mostly waiting to get some saplings built up to feed the water making to make clay. Where does it pump water from? I don't know. As far as I understand it, it is effectively the first infinite water supply that we get in hard mode. I don't think it's fast, but I think if we hook it up so it's pumping into a tank, probably bigger than this, but we have to make a bunch of pig iron to make a bigger tank, then we'll probably be fine. Yeah, I can't make an infinite water source. I also cannot make a regular vanilla cobble gen. So the water plus lava cobble gens don't work. Let's see. Got a little over 1,000 stress units available, which is nice. Let's see. It's not much, but I like this. This is working effectively. I could probably make it even better by adding more saws to it. I may also try setting up the deployer to put the saplings down vertically again. When I tried that before, I was not able to get it to plant from above. But if I can get it to plant from above, then having multiple rows of saplings would actually be doable. Which might be useful, but on the other hand, it might not matter. Because I suspect that we're going to get enough materials built up that this won't really be as necessary before too long. It's funny that while writing this, it doesn't work. Have a good night, Psy. Thanks for stopping by. It's interesting that this ends up not getting planted, but I think it should. Yeah, there it goes. Do. Yeah, it's a few trees. Help it along the way. Okay, so we have a place for saplings and/or wood. I think this will probably end up being wood. At least for the time being. Maybe I'll make another drawer to stick in there for saplings if I really need to. I guess I could make this where it would filter directly into the drawers if I put a... Well, I'd have to have the... filter the hoppers somehow. Probably not an easy way to do that at the moment. Look at all of that wood. That is very nice. Be nice if we were getting more saplings as well, but... I'm sure we'll get there. Alright. So... let's see here. What can I work on? What can I effectively work on at the moment? I need to do more cobble cycling. It's also, what do I want to work on? It's the bigger factor here. I'm tempted. I think I should probably just go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. Call it good for tonight. We made progress. This clay is going towards the Primitive Ore Factory project. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, maybe by tomorrow night, I'll actually have enough saplings here to really build up a bunch of water to make the clay and stuff we need. Because really we need... I guess shouldn't dedicate the clay to the Primitive Ore Factory project until I get the gold I need. So let's cook this and commit it to the gold project for this. Getting the Primitive Ore Factory is a big step towards... this will be significant improvement on our gold availability, because the recipes... This also is a big improvement on our availability for sulfur. Nickel. There's gold from the chalcopyrite. We do need water to a water supply for this thing. So while we're working on collecting materials for the primitive ore factory, we can also be working on getting the primitive pump together. I think this primitive pump will go together relatively quickly, because this is just a matter of a bunch of wood, ultimately, I think. That. 10 treated wood frames. The pump deck is treated wood planks plus cobblestone and some iron. Pump hatch is just some iron rings. So this, yeah, this is going to go together fairly quick once we have the gold for the last mechanical crafter and the redstone for the redstone servo. So the big thing I have to work on is just constantly cycling a bunch more coarse dirt through the sieves to make cobblestone. And while I'm doing that, this will be making saplings towards the towards our clay projects to make gold. And then I guess once I get the... I'll put the pump together like over here to see how it works tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll put it together like over here, see how it works. If it works as expected, which is basically producing water automatically, whatever rate that it makes it, because it doesn't say. I don't have any feedback on how fast it makes it. But if it does, if we put it here and it doesn't make water, we'll assume that it needs to have water underneath. And we'll take all of this stuff apart and get a couple buckets of water to, or like a bunch of buckets of water, and then we'll expand this cutout, this little area here, to fit it and fill underneath with water. That will be the plan. I think I want more sails on this, even though it's really the tree growth limited. Let's make more sails. It's not like we have a shortage of material to make sails. The andesite alloy is the only thing that's even slightly expensive in this process. And I'm pretty sure I can make heaps of it. Sticks. Okay. Whoops. Okay. That seems a little faster. Let's make more andesite alloy and make it a little bit faster even. First, we need to make more zinc. Because I'm lower on zinc than I want to be. Wow, am I really that low on iron nuggets up there? I should probably put more. Let's see. Yeah, we'll be able to supply water underneath. If the pump needs, primitive pump needs water under it, we can set it up with water. That'll be easy enough. Once we get up to 11 of these mechanical crafters, we'll also be able to start making the chain, whatever they're called, the chain connector things. Or chain conveyors, these things. And I'm looking forward to having these. They're a little bit expensive, but not terrible. The chain is expensive in terms of iron, but the iron is not really the hard or low resource at the moment. But my intent with the chain conveyors is to set up the large water mills, which we're a ways away from being able to do those, but ultimately I'm planning the large water mills to, which we need 21. We need a lot of gold to make those, but when we can make these, my plan is to have the chain conveyors have all of their power going up to the top, with chain conveyors at the top being how power is distributed. What I don't know, I suspect the answer is that all of the chain conveyors have to be the same speed. So I guess if I start with the chain conveyors hooked up to this, then I need to set them up so it's 128 RPM connecting into the chain conveyors before I connect up into it. But with the chain conveyors, then I'll be able to spread the power out much easier, and I can start working towards making a lot more deployers and everything else. Sounds good. I think I'm going to be wrapping up here shortly anyway. I think we're going to be wrapping up here shortly anyway, so not a problem. I want this. Make a bunch more andesite alloy. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap things up here. Let's go... I need to get a screenshot for the StarTech Discord that I've been tracking screenshots on. So I think from up here... there we go. That'll do. That's really the only thing we've worked on with any significant amount tonight, so... Oh, actually, no. We have one other thing. There we go. Cool. Let's hit this wrap-up button. Let's find somebody to raid. I've been raiding EOGs in the civils, but I think that's where we're going to go. Because I like raiding EOG and civil. We're going to raid EOG tonight. Let's get that started. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully by tomorrow have a bunch more saplings and stuff to make progress here. And then Friday, we're going to be doing some games with pain. I think we're doing... currently the plan to slay the spire. We might slay for a bit and do something else as well. I don't know on that yet, but that is the plan. And, yeah, thanks all for hanging out. I feel like we've made a huge breakthrough at this point, so that feels good. We have actual automation-ish. One piece of automation on this mess, but it's something. In any case, have a good night all. Laters!